Here's a conversation reflecting on Chapter 2, Civilization's Shortcut.
So let's get into it. There's this feeling, right? This feeling that so many really capable, intelligent people have.
Of being chronically stuck.
Exactly. You're stuck, your calendar is full, but you feel empty. Or you know what you should be doing.
But your body just refuses to go along.
Right. And what our source material argues is that this isn't, it's not a personal failure. It's actually a structural problem.
And it views civilization itself not as some kind of villain, but more like a shortcut.
An immensely powerful but necessary shortcut.
Right. And what's fascinating here is framing the whole issue as a fundamental misalignment.
Misalignment between what?
Between how humans are designed to learn and form beliefs and how civilization is designed to coordinate millions of people very, very quickly.
So the idea here isn't to give people more techniques to fix themselves.
No, not at all. The goal is to change the lens you're looking through.
And to really grasp that, you have to look way back. To what the source calls the long way humans learned.
For almost 2 million years, yeah.
And learning back then was slow. It was embodied.
Deeply embodied. It was built on direct consequence, on your body's own experience, on story, imitation.
And relationship.
Beliefs weren't things you just installed, they were formed.
Then about 10,000 years ago, things changed. You get cities, agriculture.
And a new problem. Scale. A massive problem of scale. How do you get millions of people on the same page fast?
You can't wait for everyone to gain wisdom through lived experience.
You absolutely cannot. So you need a shortcut. And the answer civilization landed on was compression.
Compression. I think that's the key word.
Yeah.
It's about systematically bypassing human perception to achieve scale.
It is. So, rich stories become abstract rules.
And deep, messy relationships get flattened into neat, predictable roles.
Exactly. And the wisdom you get from an elder gets condensed into a large impersonal institution.
So civilization didn't evolve us. It figured out a way to skip over us. That sounds a little dark.
Well, it's purely efficient.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes at a profound cost.
Okay, so what is the cost?
The system starts treating the essential beliefs like be productive or be polite or be successful as if they're just installable instructions.
Like an app you can just download into your brain.
Yeah, but that's not how humans integrate change. We were handed an instruction manual for the system, not for the person operating it.
I can see how roles are necessary for society, but where does the shortcut really become detrimental to the person?
It's because of the fracture that happens when things go wrong, when the outcomes don't match the promise.
So you followed all the rules, you got the job title.
Yeah.
But you still feel hollow.
Precisely. And the system's default response isn't maybe the system is flawed. It's
you must be doing it wrong. You're the problem.
You're the one who failed. And that forces a person to start distrusting their own gut, their own felt reality in favor of this prescribed story.
And that is the internal gap.
That's it. That feeling of knowing the right thing to do while your entire being resists. That's the gap.
It makes so much sense of the symptoms listed in the source. People drowning in self-help.
But starving for clarity. Or people who have all the success in the world, but no satisfaction. It's that exhausting feeling of paddling against yourself.
Which brings us to what might be the most dangerous assumption of all. This belief that if something isn't working, the answer is to just apply more pressure.
More techniques, more optimization, more grit.
But that's just the wrong tool for the job, isn't it?
Completely. Pressure only produces two things: compliance or collapse. It doesn't create integration.
Integration only happens a long way.
It has to. Through that coherence between your internal perception and what you're doing outside.
And I think that's the quiet relief this whole idea offers. The problem isn't a lack of effort on your part.
No.
It's not about sincerity or intelligence. You've been trying to solve a vast structural problem at the personal level.
That's not failure. That's just misplacement. And a misplacement can be corrected.
Just by changing the lens, the entire framework shifts.
It really does.
So here's the thought to leave everyone with, to mull over. If all the current self-help, all the productivity methods are just downstream of this same civilizational move.
Just trying to fix the output.
Exactly, just fixing the outputs instead of the lens itself. Then what deeply embodied experience or what non-institutional relationship would you need to restore today to genuinely start correcting your perception?
Thanks for listening. Before moving on, take a pause and read the next chapter. The conversation for that chapter will be waiting here when you're ready.